Hello, my beautiful Cancers. Welcome to your reading. I hope you've been happy, healthy, and well, guys. This is what I want to hear. So let's get into your reading. First half is going to be about you and your situation. In love, I tend to focus on love, but career, friends, family, all these things can come out. I don't limit myself to just love, but that is my specialty. And then second half will be about your soulmate, okay? Whoever or whomever you may be thinking about. Keep in mind, for cross watchers, the energies can definitely be flip flopped. Even if you're not a cross watcher, it may just come out that way. But for something more tailored to your specific situation, you will need a private reading, okay? That which I do offer down below. I offer one-on-one readings. That's what most of you prefer, and I do as well. And I also do offer pre-recorded readings, okay? So let's get into this Cancer. Sometimes I do throw some cards before I start recording, like as I meditate on your energy. We're starting off here with the Nine of Swords, the Chariot, which would be your energy, the Wheel of Fortune, but also this King of Pentacles. There's an energy coming through here, Cancer. I feel like your past, maybe you're going through something right now where your past and your present reality is starting to, I don't know if I want to say intermingle, or maybe some old fears. Maybe it's that you're getting into a new relationship, or you're trying to get into a new mindset or a new mind frame, because there's an energy coming through here of like you believing yourself worthy of, I don't know if because this is a King of Pentacles, so this can symbolize like a husband. For me, this is like a husband or a wife vibe coming through. In the reading, it's coming through as a king, but for me, that can really be a man or a woman. It really does not matter. Let's just say a stable, loving individual. Okay? And it feels here like you're going through something. Maybe, because it's feeling like maybe past things are being re-triggered or triggered, but I do feel you are attempting to get a hold of it. There's also an energy coming through here of, feels like maybe a new person, or it could even be a past person who you've been dealing with, that is maybe trying to show you, okay, like maybe you're giving someone a chance. And I feel like maybe you've been through the ringer before. This Ten of Wands is really sticking out to me. And there's this energy here almost of like, I don't want to get hurt again. I don't want to put all my eggs maybe in this basket only for it to blow up in my face again. Because I keep feeling like maybe, past traumas or past, things that maybe did not work out, where someone disappointed you, someone betrayed your trust, seems to be maybe like in the foreground or in the background, underlying it. But I don't feel that you're necessarily sabotaging, if that makes sense. It more feels like maybe an innate or a persevering fear, but it's not really dominating you. I feel like you're actually getting to a point maybe where you're facing yourself, facing your fears, overcoming that which hurt you. I'm also getting this energy here almost of like Cancer, like I want to say, love or, relationships in any form is a risk. I don't care who it's with, what it is, what you're going to do. There's always a chance in life, that somebody, things could get close and then, somebody could just leave you or, give you a run for your money in a way, betray you, quote unquote, in that sense. I think it's more an energy like you're getting to a point where you realize maybe that not all things can be predicted or not all things are in your control. And also like no matter how good you are to somebody, no matter what, people are very unpredictable. And it's almost like a blessing when somebody sticks with you, makes you their person, let's say. I'm also getting this energy, maybe of some, trust issues that are maybe within you right now that I feel you're dealing with, because I don't feel you're avoiding it. That's what I like. I feel like you're actually facing it, maybe, and even being honest with this King of Pentacles, be them a man or a woman. There's this energy here of, okay, here's where I'm coming from. Here's what I've been through, and it's like, I don't want you to take it personally. I almost want to say, like, you're getting comfortable with the fact that maybe life can sometimes be uncomfortable. Especially when it comes to situations from your past. I also feel here you're getting to a point where you have also been overcoming past trust issues, because there are a lot of trust issues coming out here, but I do feel that there's some form of understanding or control over them here. I feel like you've learned quite a bit of lessons in your past. Or rather, I feel, because, we can experience certain things, but sometimes lessons, can repeat themselves if they're not learned. What I actually feel like is you are getting a hold of and really learning from the past, rather than the past just kind of being a part of you. I feel a sense like you're trying to become more optimistic, maybe not repeat certain events or certain cycles from your past. I feel like you're now getting to a point, or there is a call here to, whether you're doing it or not, I feel to use your past as a building block and not a crutch. I also feel an energy here of, with this Page of Swords, of discernment coming through here. It's kind of like an energy, yeah, you may have been through certain things that were a little troubling in your past, but there is an energy here to become a master of it. Don't let it run you. Having gone through, it could be lying, cheating, you could have been betrayed in the past, etc., etc. There's this energy here, though, I feel, going forward, give people certain chances, but to not assume that they're going to hurt you right away. Never assume that. Or don't go into it, because that's very sabotaging kind of energy. I feel here, though, it's this energy of like, you're giving people a clean slate. not taking out your past on them. But the vice versa goes true. If you're, maybe getting with someone who seems to be doing that, like blaming you for what an ex did, or, where it's excessive, that is energy where I feel you're being guided to keep them at a safe distance, or, listen, I get that you've been through this, that you've been through that you've had this happen to you, but I'm not that person. So this can either be you saying it to them or them saying it to you. But that's the kind of energy that I feel here, is kind of not letting the past sabotage your future. And also, I'm getting an energy of, like not letting certain quote-unquote bad experiences turn you pessimistic, or, where you won't give any new people that enter your life a fair shot with you. And I just saw 1111 on the timer, so that for me is confirmation. I feel like you're trying to become optimistic now about your future. Certain fears, certain hardships are maybe that you've compartmentalized, or even, put, in a safe, maybe spot in your heart, are being, wow, I just saw 1144, are being kind of brought out for you to now face, because maybe now you can. Let's see here. All right, so okay, that was just an opening message. So we have the Magician. Seven of Wands. There's that Ten of Wands again. And now a Queen of Swords. This feels like maybe an energy, you may be dealing with somebody. This, for Cross-Watcher, this could be the Cancer doing this to you. But there is an energy of a very manipulative person coming out here. It could be in the person that you're dating, or that you know of, or who you're thinking of, like in their life. Because I feel here like there's an energy here of somebody who is not making their intents very clear. I feel a very self-centered, self-focused energy with this Magician. It almost feels, this actually feels like maybe the Soulmate. The Soulmate's energy, or for Cross-Watcher, it could be the Cancer doing this. Because I feel an energy of somebody maybe manipulating or using somebody for money. It also feels like there could be, an energy of somebody choosing, or there's a third person involved who is maybe has some kind of a hold over your Cancer. Or if it is you, Cancer, who's experiencing this, it could be somebody having a hold over your person that you're interested in. It's very manipulative energy, and it is coming out like it's more of a woman doing it. So it could be, I don't know if it's like a toxic ex-girlfriend. It could also be like a toxic mother who I feel is almost making your soulmate suffer on purpose. And I also feel like an energy of a very controlling woman. And I'm feeling it actually this time as a woman or a mother. Before it more felt like With that king, it felt like it could be both. It was more just a person. This, I feel energy of a mother, or it's more of a toxic woman. Again, that could be girlfriend. It could even be like an ex-wife, a vindictive ex-wife. Somebody like that. But again, take the, man-woman thing with a grain of salt, okay? Because it's going to be different for your situations. But I feel here like it's someone who maybe has this hold over somebody who kind of knows how to make their life hell, who maybe confuses them, plays on their insecurities, brings them down. And it's also somebody, though, who maybe has an important place in that soulmate's life, or in your soulmate's life, who abuses their power. There is an energy here of somebody abusing power. Like maybe they know they can, I don't know, mess with this person's emotions. Especially like if somebody's dealing with somebody out there who is, it could be divorced, or it could even be like I'm getting baby mama or baby daddy vibes, okay? And if not baby mama, baby daddy, there's this more energy of, it could even be like an not extended, like a mixed or blended family, like where someone has kids and then the other one has kids, and then you're kind of mixing the family. You know what I mean? I can't think of the proper word for it, but you know what I mean. It just feels like somebody who knows they can cause a problem, and it's somebody who is very jealous and vindictive in this soulmate's life. And again, it could be the mother, okay, or a parent. Because it feels like someone who does not want your person to be happy. So I don't know who is doing this. Apply it as it fits, but this is a little nasty. It's like someone, this is someone abusing their power because they don't want to see your person happy. Feels like as soon as somebody gets to a point where maybe they're ready to move on and maybe start something new. Again, this could be a marriage that failed or whatever. It could even be, if it's not a marriage, like even a relationship, that just did not work out. What it's feeling like is there's a jealous ex here, maybe even, who knows that they have some kind of a hold over another. And they sabotage. It feels like as soon as they're ready to move on, they start messing with their head. Now that goes two ways, because just because this person is doing this, right, it definitely doesn't make them a saint. I mean, I'm not justifying this energy at all. I think whoever this is needs to really find some self-love. And if a relationship did not work out, let that person go. This is very jealous, vindictive energy. For Crosswatcher, it could be a Cancer who is doing this to you. Just feels like they reel their head in and pop their head in when it's not wanted or needed. And then it just throws another into confusion and kind of disarray. Moon. And Seven of Pentacles. It's like an energy here of, like when someone's life seems to be going well, this person, this vindictive, nasty energy does not want to see that, and they know how to mess with this other person. So when I say, it's kind of the other person, doing this, it's also, though, whoever it's being done to clearly needs to do some letting go as well. Somebody needs to establish boundaries here with this energy. Now, if you're dealing with someone like this who, let me be blunt, if you're dealing with someone like this who has maybe like a jealous or abusive ex, or, again, if it's baby mama, baby dad, whatever it is, who just does not seem to be able to, I don't know, like let it go, or find their own damn happiness. This is an energy, it's very unstable, and it's going to need to require you to do something about it. They're either going to need to let this person go or stop, taking their word for things, or, because I feel like it wouldn't affect them if they were healed from this person. This person seems to have an emotional hold over the other one, over this soulmate. And would it fit, it's kind of like a double-edged sword, because this person shouldn't be doing this, right? But whoever it is that's getting manipulated needs to find the strength to tell this person to F off and get a life. And again, if it's like one of those mixed family situation, or blended family thing, this is then a baby mom or a baby dad who has no boundaries. Boundaries need to be established, I feel. And this is maybe, if you're having issues with a soulmate, that could be a part of it, but it's a mixture of this person is nasty, yeah, but whoever is the one being manipulated needs to find some inner strength and have the strength to tell this person off. Okay, so if it's you, Cancer, like dealing with someone like that, know maybe that your soulmate needs to find some strength to deal with that. And for Crosswatcher, if it's a Cancer, if you're dealing with a Cancer, that Cancer, somebody needs to find strength to put that Queen of Swords in his or her place. Let me see here. I just saw 2244 on the Magician came out again. So I feel like if you're dealing with someone, let me be blunt now, if you're dealing with someone like that or in this kind of a situation, where, maybe again, things are going very well, but, again, let's say mother interferes, or, this one, that one interferes with your soulmate's decision. It's showing that your soulmate is very weak. And maybe will not be able to handle, I feel, a relationship with you, or it's something that's going to need to be overcome for a relationship to actually happen, a stable one. And I do feel this Magician energy is now actually something that you need to maybe implement towards them. Not that you're going to manipulate it, but it's more this energy of, I feel, it's coming out more in the positive way. Before was this is more of a positive now energy. I feel, don't allow yourself, first and foremost, to become a part of whatever game is going on in your soulmate's life. This is an energy of, for me, like, putting yourself first, yes, but not necessarily in this, it's not selfish. It's more self-care, self-preservation. And I almost feel an energy like, you know what? For us to move forward, you're going to need to get a hold on whoever that crazy-ass person is. And I feel there's an energy here to play your cards correctly so that you don't fall into that game. Let that person deal with their karma. I feel like if it's a battle that they need to fight, Because I also feel like, you may think that you're helping or helping them by, it could be fighting them for it, this and that. But if they don't find that inner strength, that person will always have a hold over them. You can help them, yeah, but if they're not showing willingness to maybe let them go, or block the number, or, not listen to them, or not put them in their place and stick to it, that will be something that is recurring. So that's either something that you're going to need to accept or let them go in a way. Or in other words, let them deal with their drama. Here's the Page of Wands. And the Sun. There's the Four of Swords. See, so I do feel it's an energy here of, it hurts. There's healing involved, but it's also an energy of, a very stuck situation until that person figures it out, finds the strength to not be manipulated. You can help them, but I do feel until this person really shows that they're ready to live their life, without, I don't know, keeping in or letting the opinions of a jealous ex. Because again, maybe it's not one of those, baby mom, baby dad situations. It could just be a crazy ass jealous ex that this person hasn't healed their issues from. That will just keep manifesting in the relationship. And I feel here it's an energy of advice for you here is, I feel, showing your person or showing someone how to fish, not just giving them the fish all the time. And sometimes that does take some waiting. It takes patience for someone to really find and build their strength up. But I do feel an energy, though, here of make sure that you play your cards right and that you don't become a part of that sick game that's going on. If your person, a lot of money involved, you see, there's a nasty, and it's coming through again, of a kind of, again, jealous ex who maybe all they want is money out of your partner. They could be manipulating them into supporting them, oh, you left me like this, ba. This needs to be resolved. This person's attachment to maybe even, I don't know if it's taking care of them or whatnot. Because I feel when a relationship ends, okay, so if this is a marriage that is ending, or, even if it's not a marriage, if it's just a breakup, and let's say no kids involved, whatever, okay, when you break up with somebody, okay, it needs to be done very fairly, but that does not mean that the boyfriend or the girlfriend, whatever, is responsible now for paying this, that, and the other thing, because, oh, well, you left me in a... When you break up, that's it. Especially if it's just boyfriend and girlfriend at that level. Somebody feels like they're very entitled here. And that they can get whatever they want out of another person. And that's not right. And the other one may be feeling bad, oh, I don't want to leave them like that. But the intent here from this other one is not good. It's more like you owe me, you owe me, you owe me. When I don't feel necessarily in this case, they do. Yeah, see, it's a lot about around money and support. And it just feels like it's excessive. It's unwarranted. So I do feel if you're in a situation like this, you will need to set up boundary. And that is an energy. I do feel Your person cares about you and loves you, but they're going to need to balance their personal life out and set up boundaries. If they don't, it will be something that continues, and I feel this person will kind of run the other one's life. But it feels like, again, that person needs to stop. But at the same time, the one who's being manipulated or run needs to find that inner strength in order to do it. It's going to continue as long as, the burden it's an interesting energy, because the one who's doing that shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, but like, who does the burden fall on? The one who's abusing their power may wake up one day and realize, that's not the right thing. I shouldn't do that to somebody, maybe who's a little weaker than me or whatever. That's a really effed up thing to do. But then the one who's being abused or being run, needs to also find some strength to stand up to that person. That's what feels like is going on. Wow. The World and the Six of Wands. Cancer, your advice, as I feel, is stay above this. But ensure, you see, I feel this though for you. If you see that your person cannot stand up to whomever that is, I feel you need to ensure your stability and let them fight their own battles. It's kind of like an energy. You know what? A relationship awaits you with me. Very stable one, but I will not be run by whoever that other person is. You're going to need to get that in line. I love you. But that's not conducive to my life. And that's what I do feel is advice for you. It doesn't mean you necessarily need to cut them off. Some of you may have to. But there's this, for your own good. But I do feel in order to teach that person's strength, they have to stand up for themselves. But you can't allow yourself to become a victim in that. That would be quite foolish. Keep yourself stable, keep your finances in order, and I feel like it's almost like teach that person how to deal with their shit on their own, but too, there are consequences if you don't. And it's not necessarily a threat. It's more like an energy of, okay, if you're going to let somebody run your life to that extent, your life is going to be destroyed. And maybe it needs to be destroyed for them to learn the lesson. And it's not to say that that nasty energy of that abuser, goes away scot-free. There will be karma for them as well. The reading is more focused, though, on your soulmate. Let me see here now. Final advice for you, Cancer. Let me just see if anything looks like they will find some strength to deal with this. Okay, so the Emperor is here. Absolutely. Whether you're dealing with a man, I do feel like, yes, they will, but they're going to have to go through it. If you do the work for them, they maybe won't find the inner strength. There's the Cancer card again. Chariot. And there's the Lover. I do feel, absolutely an outcome here. It looks like, Spirit is, guiding them towards you or guiding them to. But first, they need to deal with their personal life. But I do feel they need to find that inner strength on their own. This feels like an energy of patience will be required. in this situation, and very good discernment on your end. You know, and like if your person can't, again, if it is a situation where it's somebody with kids or with a baby mom or a baby dad or even, again, a crazy mother, a crazy father who's just controlling, you can't have that in your life. You need somebody who has proper boundaries with parents, with, again, like baby mom, baby dad, whatever, people in their life. And they're going to need to learn that. Again, if this works and you be patient, something nice can happen. But it could be even an energy, of if this doesn't work with you, then you may need to pull back. But this person does seem to be very easily manipulated. This Magician keeps coming out. There's the Nine of Pentacles. Same two energies that I didn't necessarily like. Because, there is an energy coming through here, too, of, like, someone who may need to be single for a little while. Or given some space, after. Because what it feels like is it is heading in a good direction. But what they may need to be, or it could have happened already, where they're going to break free from this person. But in order to figure out who they are again after being manipulated, you will need to give them, and I feel this very strongly, some space, like without you, to put themselves back together and really, discover their own voice, discover their opinions, who they are as a man or as a woman again. This doesn't feel like one of those situations, where like they just come running back to you. And I feel like also you need to have wisdom in that, knowing that, okay, I need to like let this person explore life a little bit too. Whether they want to commit to you or not, whatever, that's fine. It could work out like that too. But this person's going to really need to figure out who they are. I feel to be there for you. And that may be their path. They need to be almost like nurtured, not brought down. But this feels like after they get their bullshit sorted out. And I feel like this could even be you influencing them in a good way, but with like healthy space, healthy boundaries, Interesting. The Nine of Wands ends the reading, but it's sideways. What this feels like is somebody coming out of their pity party. So the energy does look good, but it is going to require some patience. And playing your cards properly, too. In order to help this person as well, get them back on track. Because unfortunately, in these types, what they need to find is their inner strength. And the path to that is often quite a bit of suffering. How do you learn how to stand up to people? Well, some people are born with it. Others, who are more of a, mutable nature, they'll keep getting taken advantage of until it hurts so much that they have to do something about it. It's always kind of a big, I don't know if I want to say like a philosophical question. But it's more like, okay, someone who's abusing their power and someone who's being, taken advantage of. There are two solutions to that. Well, three really. It can just continue would be number one. Number two could be that, okay, the one who's abusing their power has a wake-up call and realizes this is nasty. I need to stop doing this. And then number three would be the one who, is being taken advantage of, finds that inner strength to put the other one in their place. But how that manifests, how that plays out, is up to the individuals. Okay, so let me just get a final message for you, Cancer, because I really feel actually pretty good energy for you. I feel you're overcoming many things, even for cross-watcher, because I know I get a lot of cross-watchers on the Cancer videos. Let me see here. God is in charge. Dear God, please help me let go of this situation, giving it in faith and trust to your divine wisdom and infinite love in order to resolve and heal everything and everyone involved. Admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. And I do not feel guided to read the Bible. I just feel like this. Admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. Okay, and that could also be with, in your life, with what you're going through or anything from your past as well. Okay, that could even be, back to what I was going, like in the beginning of the reading, okay, you may have been hurt, may have been abused, but, the truth is that not everybody is like that. Could be something like that, where like your past does not have to repeat itself. Look at that. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. It's in the bottom of the deck. Stay optimistic about your love life. So this is definitely a big theme. Control. And being controlled in this reading, okay? And I just saw 41:41 on the timer before, so I feel like we're going to end it there. Cancer, I'm sending you much love, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.